Greetings and welcome back to my Leadership and Talent Development Excellence channel. Have you ever wondered why people mix up coaching and mentoring like it's the same thing? Do you get stuck figuring out if coaching or mentoring is needed for your team member? Do you ever ask yourself, I really want to know whether coaching or mentoring is better for my team's success? Did you know that research actually suggests that a significant number of people who think they're coaching are actually mentoring? Today, we are diving into the surprising differences between coaching and mentoring so that you know the right one that you need to use to supercharge your team to success. Are you ready? Let's get started. Everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking through to my thumbnail and watching this video. I'm going to talk to you about the shocking differences between coaching and mentoring and to help you to make the right decision on when you should coach or when you should mentor so that you don't get all confused. Imagine you're a team leader and one of your team members is struggling with managing their time, and because of that they are missing critical deadlines on a team report. Do you coach or do you mentor? Tell me what you would do in this situation down below in the comments. Today, we're going to talk about the key differences between coaching and mentoring. We're going to dive into the core characteristics, and then finally we're going to look at situations to determine when is the best approach to apply either coaching or mentoring in business context. In order to really understand the key differences between mentoring and coaching, we need to go back into time where it all began. Coaching was really used for athletes to make sure that they crushed their goals. Then it moved into the business world, and along came people like Timothy Galway, who wrote the book The Inner Game of Tennis. And then along came Sir John Whitmore, a big name in executive coaching who shaped the world of coaching today. Studies suggest that a significant amount of people that receive coaching do significantly better in work and performance. Mentoring goes back in time to ancient Greece. Think of Socrates teaching Plato. It is absolutely valuable and critical to have someone experienced who can give you insights and help you along your personal and professional development journey. Let's now break down what makes coaching and mentoring different. As a coach will help you unlock your potential and boost your performance. A coach is going to ask you critical questions, reflective questions, provide you constructive feedback. A coach will make sure they have regular one-on-ones and performance check-ins with you to make sure that you're on the right path to achieving your specific and set goals and tasks. A mentor is a little bit different. Think of a mentor as somebody who is experienced, has wisdom, and is there to guide you on a path in developing yourself both professionally and both personally. They're going to share with you insights, their opinion, their experience on what they have done based on what you're looking to do to develop yourself. It's more of a structured, guided tour or an adventure that isn't a sprint but more of a marathon. Imagine you're at the gym, you see a coach drilling someone as they do their squats or their bench press, and then look to your right and you see an older person talking to a newbie who is starting out working in gym for the first time and sharing funny stories of their experiences when they were starting out at the gym for the first time. If you are enjoying the content, my coaching champs, if you really love what you're hearing, my mentoring marvels, please remember to like, subscribe so that you can always stay up to date when I post the next video. Let's talk a bit more about coaching and mentoring around when you should apply it in the business context setting. Coaching and mentoring are extremely valuable. It's really important to make sure that you as a leader decide when it's appropriate to coach and when it's appropriate to mentor. If you don't, you are going to run into problems like not being able to recognize somebody's potential, not being able to ascertain if somebody is struggling with managing their time? Should you be coaching them or should you be mentoring them? You want to be able to strategically discern as a leader the right approach so you can make sure you boost performance and consistently hit your team and organizational's key strategic objectives. Give me a sign, everybody. Just let me know by typing in to the description below hashtag I'm still here, Nats. Thank you. Coaching is designed to focus on skill development, skill enhancement, and it's much more quick and structured. Mentoring is more focused on a structured development plan. It's based on what personal achievements have come out of the mentoring discussions and the mentoring journey. Let's look at coaching, an example of when you would apply it. And I'm going to tell you about my experiences being a coach. One of my direct reports was starting to begin to practice training others. I wanted to observe them as they facilitate. While I observed them, I assessed their delivery style, tone, content, whether they were engaging, were they observing participant room to see who's got high energy, who has low energy. After their sessions, we then had conversations about the things that I observed. Being able to provide this feedback on what they can do to refine and to enhance further their facilitation, they were able to set goals of what they wanted to do differently. I have a question for you. I'd love it if you could share in the comments when you have coached somebody, what was the outcome of that coaching experience? Let's look at mentoring. Now, I'm going to give you an example of when I've mentored somebody in the business context setting. I've spent almost 20 years in human resources, focusing on leadership, learning, and development. I am mentoring that person because they want to pursue a career in leadership and learning and development. It's more for pursuing a career and being a junior in this role and wanting to understand more about what is learning and development, what is leadership and development, what has been my challenges throughout my career. If I was asked the 3 key things that I would have liked to have known when I first joined human resources and L&D, what would that be? Those are the type of conversations that we would have. We would meet once a month, and it wouldn't necessarily be in the office settings. It might be going to a cafe, we're gonna meet downstairs in the foyer, in a lounge out area, so that we can just talk based on getting more insights into the life that I have led in my career as a leadership and learning and development expert. I want to ask you another question. Share in the comments, when have you mentored somebody? What was the mentoring experience like for you? Think of coaching as someone giving you the tools and the techniques to nail that recipe that you're going to create. Think of mentoring as me sharing my wisdom of how I cook, what I love to cook, what's worked and what hasn't worked. And over time, my mentee will refine their dishes in order for it to be amazing. Coaching and mentoring are equally important and very, very instrumental in how your team members can develop and how they can grow. When you're able as a leader really understand the difference between coaching, really understand the difference between mentoring, you're able to do so many things. You can boost performance, unlock potential, strengthen the bonds, the trust and your relationship with your team members. Have you ever been mentored? Tell us what it was like. Have you ever been coached? Tell us what it was like as well. As we conclude today's episode, let us just quickly recap the things that we talked about. We went back into time where coaching and mentoring came from. We then looked at the core differences between coaching and mentoring. We looked at how and when we should apply coaching and mentoring in different business contexts. I hope that this video helped you to really understand more about when is the right time to apply coaching and when the right time it is to apply mentoring. It's time for the stop, start, continue reflection exercise. What will you stop doing? Think about ditching habits that don't really help your team's success and your organizational development's growth. What are you going to start doing? Maybe it's a new coaching technique that you've been thinking about for a while, but you just haven't started yet. And what are you going to continue doing? I want you, everybody on this video watching, to remember that you are doing some awesome coaching techniques, and I want you to continue to do those. Write your answers in the comments below. I guarantee your comments are going to fuel people's motivation and give more insights into when you should coach and when you should mentor. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Remember, if you really enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Feel free to share it with your HR professionals. And remember to learn, love and live. Stay blessed.